Bam, bam, bam.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay, make sure you go to our website at chicksontheright.com. Also, I am hopped up on migraine meds this morning, so if I slur my speech,
You'll sound like Joe Biden.
I'll sound exactly like Joe Biden. We are delighted. We're so
Delighted.
excited. You guys, we're so excited. We got a new sponsor. We're so excited about our new sponsor. You guys should visit gruntstyle.com and use promo code CHICKS15 for 15% off your first purchase with Grunt Style. We are wearing Grunt Style stuff, and we're going to be talking about them later on in the show. Okay.
I took a picture. Wait, because the piece de resistance when it comes to this sweatshirt that I am wearing right now is the back. F's given, zero.
The back of mine is an FDR quote. Is the fear itself. What is that? Fear itself. What is it?
Nothing to fear but fear itself.
Nothing to fear but fear itself. Yeah, you can see the back. See?
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Yeah.
It's fear. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Yeah, that's FDR. So anyways, it's a really great brand. We're going to talk about that a little bit more on the show because we're going to give them a little extra special love this morning.
Because we got to show you all the other things that you can get. Oh my gosh.
We're so excited. We're so excited about this endorsement. Oh my God, you have no idea. So anyways, that is that for now. Very excited.
For now. We'll get you more details about that. If you missed it, we will get more for sure.
Yes. What's happening,
especially because what better timing could there be to get a sponsor like Grunt Style than Veterans Day weekend, right?
I ask you
as well.
Yeah.
Thank you to all who have served and continue to serve.
Yes.
Thank you.
I know we have some veterans out there and some mamas and papas and grandparents of veterans and some wives and husbands of veterans. So yes, we are honoring you today.
And Grunt Style is too. They do it every day. They employ a ton of veterans and they honor them. Anyway, you're going to love their stuff. We're going to tell you way more about that in just a little bit. But first, we have to say, hi, Shelly. Thank you, Shelly. She says, this Air Force brat wants to say thank you to all our veterans here and those who gave all. I pray every day for our incredible country that God will shine his grace on us. Thank you, Shelly.
I love that. Thank you,
and
Shelly.
Charity Inglis, thank you. She says, I just got the Grunt Style FAFO shirt. Oh my gosh, I need to get that too.
I love it.
Love that.
Love it.
Oh my gosh. We'll tell you more about them and show you all of our wares from them because you're going to have a hard time choosing what you want from that place. There's so much good stuff. But we have to do news now because there's a lot of news to get to. The first of which is, remember, it was like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, something like that, where nobody could get Sarah Sanders to just openly say, I am endorsing Donald Trump. And everybody was like, what is your problem? Just do it.
She like being very politician-y, like dancing, being very politician-y. Yeah.
But she did it. So it's official. Yesterday. She has officially endorsed Donald Trump, super officially like. So that has been the thing that's happened.
She did it.
She done did that. And also I don't know who is behind it exactly. And it's not just in one state, but there are a bunch of states where like there's people that are trying to get Donald Trump's name removed from the ballot, which is freaking bonkers because they're trying to say they're suing about it. Like they're actually trying to make this a thing where they get his name pulled off the ballot because he's an insurrectionist or he incited January 6th. So he's not legally allowed to be on the ballot. It's ridiculous, completely ridiculous.
But does it surprise you? Does it surprise you at all though? No.
But the Minnesota Supreme Court, where this was an active lawsuit, they have just dismissed this attempt 100%. They're like, this is completely stupid. You guys need to stop. So hopefully that sets the tone for the rest of these cases in other states where people are trying to do that. Cause come on.
Right.
Can you be a little more obvious about what you're doing? Like
give it a rest.
Seriously.
Give it a rest, people.
Super, super dumb. Also, Marjorie Taylor Greene has filed articles of impeachment against Mayorkas. Finally, I don't know what's taken so long.
It's about damn time.
In a minute, I'm gonna that's happened.
Right. How long did this take?
I know.
And it's her. She's like, okay, I guess I'll do it since nobody else will do it. Lord.
Now, where that goes, I have no idea, but we saw him yesterday. If you watched our show yesterday, you saw several clips of him being just absolutely, utterly impossible. Yeah, just impossible person.
Insufferable and useless and inept.
He can't do this job and he needs to go. Faux show. Cynthia Brady, thank you. Cynthia says, proud mom, daughter, and sister of veterans. Wow, that is quite a family business.
Cynthia Brady, is that her name? Cynthia Brady?
Cynthia Brady.
That is Cynthia Brady. Oh my gosh, your name is Cynthia Brady. I love that. I love that. You're like the forgotten Brady. I love it.
She's the one with these. Like,
yes.
With the little, yeah, for real.
You never have gotten nearly enough attention, in my opinion.
True.
Yes.
Well, hopefully we just gave you some.
That's right.
Mike Sassman, thank you so much. Mike says, I start every morning with the chicks. Thank you for the fun and edutainment every day. Much love to you both. Thank you, Mike. That is so nice. Thank you so much. Okay. Also, I don't know if this is going to disappoint people. I don't know if this is going to be a relief to people. But earlier this week, there was a rumor, which we also talked about, that Kevin Costner and Reese Witherspoon are an item. It is not true.
It was a lie. It was a big fat lie that traveled the world, which is why we're going to start the rumor that our producer is dating Brad Pitt.
Because we feel like starting that rumor.
We're going to run with it, you guys, because it's going to travel the world. It's going to make
so spread that. Spread it. So go see, and let's just see. Let's see how far that travels.
I think it can go really far. I think we can
just
together
put it out there.
Together we can spread it like wildfire. I feel like it can make waves. Let's see. Valen.
I mean, I don't know how Valen's boyfriend is going to feel about that, but in the meantime, you guys don't need to know about that. Just put it into the ether that Valen King and Brad Pitt are an item. It's happening.
They're doing it, you guys. They're doing it. They're doing it. Spread it.
Spread it like wildfire. Let's just see. You know what I mean? Because if a Reese Witherspoon, Kevin Costner rumor can get started from some like random outlet in Australia, who's to say we can't start a rumor?
Exactly. I feel like we can do it. Girls can dream, right? That's right.
Okay. I know you guys are so excited to hear about Grunt Style, but you're not going to hear about that just yet, because what you do have to hear about is another organization that you should be supporting for Veterans Day weekend. Like, in honor of Veterans Day weekend, if you haven't made the switch yet from your current cell provider to Patriot Mobile, this is a great weekend to do it. I mean, I can't imagine a better weekend to stop giving you part of your cell phone bill or all of your cell phone bill to carriers who are going to use it for leftist causes. Why would you do that? Don't do that.
Don't give your money to commies. Stop.
You don't need to do that.
Exactly.
You, from Patriot Mobile, you are going to get dependable nationwide coverage from all three major carriers, no matter where you are and what your top carrier needs to be in your area. You're going to get the same service. You're going to get better customer service from Patriot Mobile, and you can get free activation today when you use offer code CHICKS. So you can go to patriotmobile.com/chicks, or you can call 972-PATRIOT. You can do it today. You can do it this weekend, but just make the switch and then know that part of the money that you spend on your cell phone bill every month is going to go to causes you actually care about. Things like veterans causes, for example, first responders. What else? Sanctity of life, Second Amendment, all of the things that we care about, free speech. Those are the things that your money is going to help pay to support. 972-PATRIOT or patriotmobile.com/. Okay, we're ready to get into some post-debate election discussion.
Let's do it.
Because I have some things. So, girl, Vivek was on with News Nation, I think was the channel. And obviously he's getting a lot of attention from his performance the other night, a lot of which is due to the fact that he had such a brilliant opening where he just like went after Rana sitting right there and saying, I'll let you have the floor, Rana, if you come and resign right now. It was awesome. So he's getting a lot of attention because he picked on people. He went at it with Nikki Haley, as you remember. But the question is, he is not actually going after his primary opponent, which is Donald Trump. And so the people are starting to ask questions about that. And this guy is one of those people. And here is that exchange.
We're 2 months from Iowa, and Trump is still dominating this thing. I often wonder what your motivations are in this moment? Because it just feels like Trump's got this as a candidate. How do you compute that reality?
Well, I'll say a couple of things. The other candidates all want to sit there and Monday morning quarterback Donald Trump on some small thing after most of them were licking his boots not that long ago for favors and endorsements and money. That's pathetic. And I wasn't doing that for the last several years. I wasn't in politics. I was building businesses. But on the flip side, as they're second guessing Trump, I'm actually being very honest. He was an excellent president. The reason he's doing so well in the polls is that he kept us out of wars and he grew the economy. That's the answer.
So you're not trying to take this thing from him then. I mean, you sound like a surrogate right now. You're not trying to take it from him.
Well, I aim to exceed that high bar. Okay. And I have something that Donald Trump doesn't. I have fresh legs. I come from a different generation. So there are two America First candidates in this race. There's Donald Trump and myself. And the voters, I think, can face a choice. Do you want somebody who comes from that prior generation with experience? I can't claim to have that experience. But I think in this moment more than ever, we need somebody with fresh legs from the next generation to reach young Americans. And nobody is reaching that next generation like I am. In the Republican Party, I don't think anybody's done it in the history of our party, reaching young Americans in the way we are. And if we're to revive this country, national pride, yes, we're going to have to reach that next generation. And I think I can do that better than anybody else in this race.
I mean, to be fair, he wasn't doing a lot of the things that the other candidates were doing, like, I guess, licking Trump's boots, years ago, because he was in middle school, so young. Right. I mean, I like him, but he was really young. And so, I mean, I get it.
And so what are the motivations? Like, this raises the question, what are his motivations? Is he really running for president or is he running to be vice president? And when you get Laura Loomer, who couldn't be more in the tank for Trump, when you get her tweeting at him saying, great job, you killed it. Thanks for calling out the Russia collusion hoax and the way the media spread lies paid for by Hillary Clinton against Trump. We would love to have you on Loomer Unleashed to talk about the failures of Ronna McDaniel. And I'm just like, wait, so now you've been going after, I mean, she's gone after Nick. She's gone after everybody that's running against her guy because she thinks they should all step aside and let Trump be the guy. And now she's going after Vivek for an interview and praising him.
And I'm also confused about this Ronna McDaniel stuff because I thought Trump liked her.
Exactly.
So if anything, Loomer should be like flipping this. She should be like, listen, Trump, you need to call her out. If that is her guy, because Trump is her guy, she should be asking him to call that lady out. Seriously, because has he done it enough? Has he been calling her out a lot? I haven't really seen that. There should be some accountability there because he praised her too much.
He's the reason she's in that job.
Right. Exactly. So I mean, a lot of people who stump for Trump are not holding him accountable for the fact that, listen, he needs to do that. He needs to get up on a stage and be like, she sucks, man. She totally sucks. Let's drain that part of the swamp.
Right.
Because it needs to be drained, like starting with her. She needs to go down the drain first.
I mean, if the election results are anything to go by, and I would think that would be her number one job description, right? Like number one in her job description, increase the number of Republicans that have public office positions, and she's done nothing but the opposite. I mean, it's absolutely tanked ever since she's been in charge. So,
but furthermore, I think that Vivek is running for VP at this point.
It's starting to feel like that,
and that's it's fine. It's pretty obvious what's happening here.
Yeah, it's just very interesting. So there were a couple focus groups. You're going to see next. There's like a restaurant full of people that watch the debate. And so whoever is like the reporter there is asking the crowd to talk about, how they feel about how the debate went. They single out this one woman who is a Trump supporter. They talk to her for a bit, and then they ask a question to the whole restaurant that I thought was interesting. I wanted everybody to see this full clip, which should happen
now.
Right now.
You two, we talked earlier and you came in, you said you were leaning Donald Trump. What are you thinking right now?
Well, probably still. However, as I've been telling you and other people, there's a lot that still could happen. And I don't mean bad things, just things that could maybe happen that, who knows? So my allegiance is still with Donald Trump. But I really like the way that Ron DeSantis came out, I think much stronger in this debate than he did in the first one. I liked his answers that were very direct. They were very understandable. I liked that his military background came out. I still swing back to Donald Trump, who kept peace for 4 years. And he was very, very strong in keeping the peace. I like that. I think that Ron DeSantis could actually do the same thing for us, if he were elected.
Let me get one more person here, or let me actually toss back, and I'll do one final show of hands. We're in Iowa. These are the voters who are going to get to have their say first. Tell me, who do you think for the next debate, should Donald Trump be on the stage? Raise your hand if you think he should be on stage. You see nearly the entire room.
That's a
we'll
lot.
send it back to you.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Her answer was so not definitive.
Exactly. But but that was what was interesting to me about it, right?
Yeah.
Is that even the people that go in being hardcore Trumpers, she's saying similar things. A lot can happen in a year.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm actually liking what I see from both of them. I mean, you just never know.
This is the thing. I mean, the primaries are going to be so interesting, you guys, because she did not give me an answer where I'm like, that chick's voting for Trump or that chick's voting for DeSantis. Who's she voting for? I don't know who she's voting for. I just can't tell. So I just don't know what's going to happen. And I don't know what's going to happen in March. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and the Iowa caucus system is, of course, not typical. It's not like you go and you choose you got to go and caucus for people.
Right.
And so there's a different focus group where they pulled 12, I think, people who are Trump supporter people who voted for Trump to ask them, this was immediately post debate, who they were going to caucus for.
Yeah, they want to see him. It's unclear if they ever will.
All of you, 12 of the 13 voted for Trump. How many of you are ready to vote for Donald Trump right now in the caucuses? How many of you will caucus for Trump? Just 2. So 12 of you voted for Donald Trump for president, but only 2 of you are ready to caucus for him.
Why? What? What's happening? What's going on there?
Don't know.
What's happening there, you guys?
Know.
Why are people unwilling to go, I'm all in 100%? What is that?
It's almost like people are waiting to see what happens, maybe with all of these court cases or whatever.
Mm-hmm. A lot of non-committals there.
A lot of non-committals.
Yeah, this is very, very interesting to me. So we got to just see it. We're going to wait this out, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, and the other night when we had the debate clips, there weren't any, at least in my typical source, of Trump's simultaneous rally that he held just down the road from where the debate was being held. Did find a couple clips I wanted to share just for the funny factor. Sometimes, and we've seen this happen before when Trump has praised Lindsey Graham in South Carolina, and then all of a sudden he's met with all these boos, right? People don't like Lindsey Graham. And so when Trump praises him or introduces him, people don't like that. And so I don't know that Trump necessarily does much homework before these events. I know that there's a lot of local people that come to the events, and some of them are responsible for introducing him. They might speak a little bit. One of those people is Carlos Jimenez.
It's Carlos Jimenez.
He is not looked at kindly in Florida, in this area, because he was very, very lockdowny. Very lockdowny. He's
he
the
also
guy
threatened
that locked down the beaches.
Right. He threatened to arrest people that weren't wearing masks. He was very masky and lockdowny and not good. And that was when I think DeSantis was wanting to lift all that. And he was like, yeah, no, we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. Yeah. So he was kind of a jerk during COVID.
And people don't forget that.
No, they don't.
And so they did not like it when Trump called out Carlos, and Trump seems surprised. And this is just a little bit odd that he hadn't read the room on this one.
He's going to do very well. And your Congressman Carlos Jimenez, do you know him? Carlos Jimenez. Some people say Carlos Jimenez. Oh, you don't like him? Really? What's going on? Carlos, come on, Carl. We got to get that straightened out. Yeah. Carlos Jimenez. Really? Wow. Carlos. State Senator Debbie.
Oh my
so
God.
he just moved on.
Right. Now do Ronna McDaniel, Trump. Do that next.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he'd be really surprised to see how much we all loathe her. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Also at that same rally, Roseanne Barr was a speaker. Screamer is more like it. I'm gonna play the clip. You should just hide your kids, hide your wives,
hide your
animals,
grandmas, hide your cats and dogs. Yeah.
hide everybody. Because she was on a tear, and it just gets terrier and terrier as the clip goes on. Here's Roseanne.
Aren't we all fed up with the deep state bullshit?
I'm okay with that. I'm good with that.
We're good.
That's fine.
And the bullshit! We want Trump, the Magador, to kill that goddamn bull!
Okay, she may have jumped the shark a little bit.
And the bullshit! Kill that goddamn bull!
It's just like she may have just jumped the shark a little. Just a little bit.
Little excessive.
Little
Touch.
It's a little over
target.
She like overshoots it. You know what I mean?
It's just got a little ear piercing there.
But I do the bullshit. I'm fine with because I say that just about every day. You know, I'm okay with that. But it's like, you know.
But would you say it in front of zillions of people at a rally?
I probably would. I would have said it in front of zillions of people at a rally without question. It's just, you know, because I say it here on our show. So I can't say that I wouldn't say it at a rally because I would probably be fired up. And yes, I would have said it at a rally. But, you know, she's probably fired up, got really excited.
I'm just glad she didn't tackle the national anthem again because let's not forget, not her forte.
Such a great, you know, she probably read the room. And the problem is that it's getting played to a wider audience. And so now it's like out there for the masses. Whereas our show, you know, we only have like 10 people listening. Right. So it's okay for me to say bullshit, right? So it's fine.
A couple days ago, Hillary Clinton was on The View, and there was actually, I can't believe I'm saying this, but there was like an 8 to 10 minute diatribe that Hillary Clinton gave on the state of Israel, which was fantastic. And if you need a history lesson about the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, she's spot on about it. Like
I hate that you're saying that. I hate it. I hate all of that, but I hate when she's right for like 2 minutes of her life. I hate it.
Same, but I do need to say that. Now, there was something that Joy Behar said that I have been reliably informed is basically illegal at this point. By mainstream media has convinced me over and over and over again that if you deny the results of an election, you're essentially an insurrectionist. And so I was very surprised to hear Joy Behar be illegal on The View. Check it out.
You know, by the way, you know, Mrs. Clinton did win the popular vote. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I continue to believe that you won. I don't care what they say. You know,
Why do you?
She won. I don't care what they say.
Yeah. And she's like, I still think that you won. And she kind of went on and on. She was just, God, she's just fawny. She's so fawny. They're all so fawny over her.
Really fawny.
She is the most unlikable, insufferable hag that I can think of besides
the squad.
Cheney, besides Liz Cheney. I mean, they're basically like sisters separated at birth at this point, those two.
Yeah.
Because they look the same, they act the same, they are the same. They're basically the same person. But yeah, she's just so insufferable. And why do they keep parading her around as a party? Why do they keep fawning all over her? It's like they just cannot get the memo that none of us like her. She's awful in every single way, but she still finds herself likable. Like she'll go on these talk shows and she's and she does her laugh and she thinks that she is somehow appealing to people. And I don't understand it. Like who told her that? Who keeps telling her that?
People like Joy Behar. They keep telling her, they keep inviting her, and
it's just
she believes it.
Ridiculous. She's awful. Yeah, but by the way, that is like domestic terrorism. Somebody needs to tell Joy that that's
right.
what it is.
This is what the left keeps telling us. So like if you say that she won that election, you should be thrown in jail.
The FBI needs to get on that, right? They need to start tapping her house.
We all saw the polls, I guess last week or earlier this week there's a bunch of them that were showing in key swing states that Trump was leading over Biden. So Peter Doocy wanted to ask Biden about that. Biden is in a state of delulu right now. Like he doesn't believe any of it. And so here's what he said back to Peter.
What do you think it is that you're trailing Trump in all these swing state polls?
Because you don't read the polls. I'll forgive. There are 10 polls. 8 of them, I'm beating him in those states. 8 of them. You guys only do 2. CNN and New York Times. Check it out. Check it out. We'll get you a copy of all those polls.
Okay? You don't believe you're trailing in battleground states?
No, I don't.
He doesn't believe it.
He's so awful. I wonder if it bothers Obama. Somebody needs to ask Obama if it bothers him that he's failing miserably in his 3rd term. Like I just love somebody to ask him that. I want to see his face. I want to see if he starts pointing his finger and he's like, no, and he denies that. Because let's get real. That's what this is.
Yeah, absolutely. Biden, once he did I don't know where he was yesterday. He was out on the road doing, I don't know if it was a union talk. Who knows? I never know. I never care. But I do like it. I like to share with folks the clips that get viral because of just dumb stuff that Biden does. Like, how he does that thing where he'll be talking in a normal voice and then all of a sudden he'll scream and yell and get really loud for no reason because he's mad. He did that again. Here it is.
Well, I watched it before. I watched it as a kid. I watched it as a senator. I watched what happened in my community.
Why does he do that? Why
does he do it? It's like your grandpa, your grandpa that just starts lashing out because he has dementia, like for no reason. And everybody just knows to just calm, everybody just deals with it because they know that grandpa has dementia and it's okay. We're all understanding and loving and we just deal with it. But this is our president.
Yeah.
Look at his face. Look how much he's aged. I mean, so let's all just get real for a second. I mean, look at him. Look how old and frazzled and not able to do his job that he looks right now. You guys, Gavin Newsom, I was telling a friend of mine, like one of the swim moms last night, we were talking about the debate. And I was like, there's no way in hell this guy is going to be running for president. So once we get through the primary part and all that kind of stuff, they're going to slip that greasy weasel in like so quick. It's going to be Gavin. There's no way this guy that you see right now on the screen is running he's not going to be their guy. No way.
In case it's necessary to have a reminder about why it will not be Kamala, here's a great reminder.
Changed everything.
Well, the press is here. I got some words. I got the vocabulary. And my pronunciation is perfect.
What is wrong with her? Oh my
God. Yeah, and if you don't like her, it's because she's a black woman.
Really?
Right. No, it's because she's dumber than a stick.
And she's not black. That's the other issue with her.
Exactly.
She's not actually black.
Right. She's as black as Obama is, right? I mean, I just cannot. She's so stupid. She's unbelievably stupid.
Unbelievably stupid, indeed. Joe Manchin has made himself a big announcement. And if you did not hear it, it is, we have it for you. You've heard us talk about the no labels party before. He has not mentioned them in his big announcement yesterday, but I just can't help but think that's going to come very, very soon. Here he is with what his plans are.
After months of deliberation and long conversation with my family,
oh my God,
I believe in my heart of hearts that I have accomplished what I set out to do for West Virginia. I've made one of the toughest decisions of my life and decided that I will not be running for re-election to the United States Senate. But what I will be doing is traveling the country and speaking out to see if there is an interest in creating a movement to mobilize the middle and bring Americans together. We need to take back America and not let this divisive hatred further pull us apart. Public service has and continues to drive me every day. That is the vow that I made to my father over 40 years ago. and I intend to keep that vow until my dying day.
What is with the eagles in the background? What is that? Caw-caw! What is that? It's like, is it just like
I kind of like it.
Really? You do? Really?
I mean, I love eagles.
I do too. But it's like, do we have to have like one on each side, and then like he has to have the red background and it's like
eagle precious moments. Because you see how they're in different poses? Like he's got a whole collection.
He's like, hey, let's see if we can get a set that looks like, if we can try to make it look like the Oval Office as much as humanly possible. Let's do that. Let's get the set exactly like what I think it would look like if I were going to be the president. And let's do it in my home office in the basement. Let's do that. Okay, well, we got this eagle over here that your wife bought back in 1992. Oh, we got another one
at a garage sale.
Right. Let's put them both next to you in the back, and then we'll just like he probably has his boxers on, and then he like was all business from like the waist up, and he's like, okay, let's do this. You guys ready? Let's do it. There's no way on God's green earth that guy has a chance to be president.
But I'm excited about it because I feel like he will poll Democrats. I mean, right? Like
You think?
I mean, he is a Democrat. He's certainly not a Republican, but the Republicans are going to run him on the no labels party, I think. I mean, that's not confirmed. That's just my suspicion.
My pushback is, who is in the middle right now? Who?
I don't know, man.
Who is it? Who are you? Who are you? I've never met any. I don't meet people who are like, I just don't know how I feel about politics right now. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not really political, really, because you are either like you are on one side or you're the other at this point in this country. That's why we are so divided.
Well, I think he's an example of who he's trying to appeal to. He maybe even like a Bill Maher, for example, who is a Democrat like Joe Manchin, but man, is he sick and tired of some of the weird shit, right?
Okay, so he's going to run on a some sort of a bed of policies that's just squish. Like, what is it? What are your policy stances? What are they? We don't really believe in anything. We're just nebulous. What is that? I don't know. So he believes in nothing. You stand for nothing. Okay.
I mean, it's a 4-minute video. Obviously, I only played like 30 seconds of it. In the 4 minutes, he addresses all the problems that we have, the border being too open, crime, the economy, prices being too high. Like he lists all the things that everybody suffers from, doesn't say anything about what he's going to do to fix those things, but just says we all agree that these things are bad and we just need to come together to sort them out together and not be so divisive.
But see,
blah, blah, blah.
like Guy even said, like Guy in our comments, and a Guy, you said, I'm independent, vote for Donald Trump. Okay, you may say that you're independent, and if you're voting for Donald Trump, you're not an independent. You're not. You believe in conservative values. If you're voting for Donald Trump, if you're voting for somebody who believes in conservative / Republican values. So you're really not an independent. You're not somebody who's in the middle that believes in nothing. You believe in stuff that veers to the right. So it's like RFK is not really in the middle either. He actually has stances on things that are probably mostly leftish ideals.
Except for where he doesn't. And that's why he's an independent. You know what I mean? Because he's not solidly left. He's got policy ideas. He's very anti-lockdown, anti-vaccine mandate, anti all those things that were part of the left side. So I think it's probably the people that just don't feel like they have a home. They agree with some things with Trump. They agree with some things with Biden. And so they're just like, what do I do? How do I
yeah. Okay.
I need to thank Catherine Lazzaretti. Catherine says, happy 248th birthday to the United States Marine Corps. We were just going to get to that because we're going to talk about Grunt Style here in just a moment. Semper Fi, proud mom of a USMC vet. P.S. Love you, girls. Thank you so much, Catherine. Denise, thank you. She says, happy Veterans Day, but first, happy birthday to the Marine Corps. That's right. Leanne, thank you so much. Bruce Wayne says, I would like to offer Joy a free trip to Gaza. I will help pay for that ticket.
We totally will. We will crowdfund for that.
Elizabeth Boyer, thank you. She says Kamala was lobotomized as soon as she was installed and spews nothing out of her cackling mouth. It's ridiculous. All she does is cackle. She is. She's a ridiculous person.
Yeah.
And Shelly, thank you. She says sitting on a wall trying to balance both sides never works. Just ask Humpty Dumpty. Eventually, it all comes crashing down. That's a good point. It's a good way to put it. Okay, you guys. Can we talk about Grunt Style?
Oh my God.
You saw them. You've seen them featured in Buc-ee's.
Oh my gosh, they are at Buc-ee's, yeah. But you want to get them online and use our code.
Yeah,
you can get 15% off. You can get 15% off. Yeah, but they're awesome. Do you want me to start showing some of my stuff?
Well, yeah, do, because then I'll talk about them, because they obviously very, very veteran issues are very, very important to them. Veterans Day officially tomorrow, but like people pointed out here, 248th birthday of the Marine Corps. This is a veteran-founded organization. They employ hundreds of veterans. We got the best stuff. So we already showed you like what we're wearing right now. Daisy's been showing some of the other things.
Hold on.
You guys, there's so much. Look at this cute hat. There's the cute
I got a black and white one like that. Look at this sweat. Look at this schlubby. Like you can't see how soft it is. See how soft that is? And then it has like the Grunt Style patch, and then it has an American flag patch. I mean, like, so I know I got a black one. You got a white one. I was so excited about that.
Schlubby.
And then I got a 3/4 zip that's kind of the same. I've already worn this and washed it and dried it like twice.
Is that the same as mine? Because mine's army green, and I just loved it.
Mine's black, and it has the patches, has like the American flag and the Grunt Style on it. And then I got the t-shirt, like this t-shirt is super cute, and it has American flag.
I love that
Grunt Style. I love that too. Same color as this. This one, I think you guys saw, it says fearless, and it has the thing on the back. This is super cute too. This is just kind of it's a boxier style t-shirt. Ladies, you may like this. And it has like a little flower on the front. Like
I love that.
And then the back, it says pride in self, pride in military, pride in country. Can you see?
Yep.
I love that one.
And then look at this. Look at this hoodie. I am absolutely
I love that one too.
About this hoodie.
They have so much stuff. A lot of dude stuff, a lot of really cool dude stuff. Yeah. And then
also they have this tagline, beautiful badass, which is super cool. Yeah, on the shirts and everything. Yep. It's the best stuff.
They have the greatest stuff, you guys. The greatest stuff. What's the website?
Oh my gosh.
The website is
gruntstyle.com. Grunt Style, first of all, they want you to know this is more than just apparel, okay? This is a way of life. So visit gruntstyle.com. You'll use code CHICKS15. That will get your 15% off at checkout for your first purchase. The whole point is to honor service, celebrate what makes our nation great. This is why we're so excited to get them as a sponsor this weekend of all weekends. It's just perfect. So again, it's code CHICKS15 at gruntstyle.com. Get yourself some swag. Get everybody that you know some swag
for Christmas.
Honor veterans in the process. It couldn't be a better time to buy.
Right. We just love them so much. I've always loved them. I'm so excited.
And then, this is the thing that I wanted most of all because of the 0 Fs given. I just love it. I love it. I love it so much. So anyway, stock up on all of your Grunt Style.
Greatest
wares.
merch ever. Greatest swag ever. Mm-hmm.
So excited to have them aboard. So excited. All right, let's talk about Israel. We've talked about spokesperson Levy before and just how awesome he is at his job. We have another fantastic example of that with some dumbass reporter who was like, I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk about how sorry you are for killing all kinds of Gazan children.
Oh my God. I mean, question, like, how many times are we going to hear
paraphrasing?
I know, but how many times are we going to hear that question? Seriously.
Well, and I could never have that job because I would be like, listen here, biatch. Because, I could not. But he is so good at his job. You have to just watch.
Opportunity to sympathize with Palestinian parents. Would you like to take that opportunity?
Absolutely. The situation in the Gaza Strip as a result of Hamas declaring war on us on October 7th is heartbreaking. None of us want to be in this situation. And Kay, I'll tell you the truth. I'm angry. I'm angry that Hamas dragged us into this war. I am angry that Hamas is forcing us to fight through densely populated areas in order to reach the terrorist cowards who on October 7th burned, butchered, raped, tortured and mutilated their way through southern Israel. I wish there were another way out of this. I wish we could politely ask Hamas to step out of the way and it would leave us alone. But Hamas declared war on us and it's forcing us to fight. And we're doing everything we can to get civilians out of harm's way, warning them for 3 weeks to evacuate temporarily for their safety, setting up humanitarian corridors that have been attacked by Hamas, attacking the soldiers guarding those humanitarian corridors, facilitating the provision of aid through the Rafah border crossing with Egypt. We want to see this suffering end. We want to see the fighting end, but it's only going to end with the end of Hamas and the defeat of Hamas. And I hope then we'll restore not only security for southern Israel, but also new opportunities for the Palestinian people to embrace a different path when it is understood that terrorism is a dead end and the atrocities like the ones that were committed on October 7th cannot and will not go unanswered.
Can you remember a time when this sort of thing was asked in any other war?
No, because it never is.
Right. During any other terrorist attack. I mean, I can't remember a time where we ever had to see these sorts of questions being asked towards an entity that was attacked by terrorists.
I love that you're asking that because my mom actually sent me like a letter to the editor of some paper or magazine or whatever that she gets. And it's just it's a question very similar to what you're asking, but it's put in this way that is just undeniable. Like when it hits you in the face with the honesty of it. And we're going to see that it's like in this montage coming up. But first we got to get to Douglas Murray because
he's a badass. Yeah.
I love him so much.
I do too. I
love
really
him.
do too. Mm-hmm.
He was on with Piers Morgan, and Piers was basically doing the thing that he does where, well, I mean, all these protesters, they're not all pro-Hamas. Some of them are just really concerned about Palestinian civilians. So you can't really say that they're all bad. You can't say that Palestinians are all bad, right? And Douglas Murray, in his supremely British way, just tells him what's what.
Difference, isn't there?
Well, there is, but I don't think that all of these protesters are pro-Hamas.
And the difference is whether or not you have a large artillery behind
you. Yeah, but you don't honestly think they're all pro-Hamas, these people?
Well, I think that anyone who, for instance, chants things like "from the river to the sea" is in fact
yes, but they're not all doing that,
or is criminally ignorant. Oh well, they are. I mean, there's masses of videos of them marching past Westminster Abbey last week, saying exactly that.
Yeah, but they're not all doing
marching
it.
past the statue of Winston Churchill last
I've
week.
Watched the videos, and there are lots of people chanting and some who aren't.
Okay, well, here's a challenge. Okay, well, here's a challenge, Piers. If you decided to go on some kind of march, and in week 1 you discovered that you had the BNP along your side calling, for instance, for the murder of all black people, would you not wonder whether or not you should go on week 2? And would you not drop out by about week 3? I'd have thought so. I would.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
It is
yes,
a great question.
I would.
It's a really great question. It's a wonderful question. Pierce is like, quite. Yes. Yes, I would. Quite. Mm-hmm.
I just love him. So then after that, there was a moment, or maybe it was before, I'm not sure, but there was a different part of that interview where during the interview, bombs start coming in. And Douglas Murray, he is just such a badass. He's a beautiful badass, as Grunt Style would say.
He really is. I know. He's becoming more beautiful, I guess. He is, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, you put him in the flak vest and then that accent.
I know, like in a suit and tie, I was just like, yeah, he's fine. But then out there, I'm like, oh, hello, Douglas. Well, hello. Good morning. Good morning, Douglas.
You guys have to see bombs are like coming in at him. He does temporarily walk away, but then he's just like, I need to make my point. So check this out.
I mean, I can tell you with absolute certainty, Piers, having not just seen some of the results of what Hamas did on the ground here in Israel a few weeks ago, but having watched the videos of the unedited footage, which I was one of the journalists was sadly allowed to see the other day, I can tell you one thing. The comparison between Hamas and the Nazis is insufficient. And sorry, there's an incoming.
It's weird how that other guy stepped in. What was that?
I don't know.
He's also hot. Somebody said he's gay. People are saying he's gay. That's a shame, isn't it? That's a shame to all ladies out there.
But
It's a
Luke
shame.
right now is like,
Luke's
okay.
like, well, damn. That'd be a really nice coupling, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I mean, look at him. Like, he's back in action. He's like,
I know.
moms, whatever.
You okay, Douglas?
Totally.
So there's a little more
I can kind of see that. Yeah, I can kind of see.
All right, now he's back because you got to hear how he just reacts to everything.
Are you okay?
Let's just it's fine. Sorry, it was a rocket coming. It looked like it was just going to land on us.
Yeah, it's just a rocket.
Which way was that rocket coming from? Is it coming from Gaza or from Israel?
Yes, it seemed to be coming from Gaza. So yeah, it's fine. It's okay. It's been happening all day. Let me just finish this point, if I may.
Before we go on, Douglas, Atman, how does that make
Sure.
you? How does that make you feel? What just happened there?
I mean, it's I'm a little used to it. I was in Ukraine last year and was in Kherson and Odessa and Mykolaiv, and when the Russians were shelling it, so I'm a little used to it. But just if I can just finish this point, sorry, there's a lot of banging going on, but anyway, we'll keep going.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Is when I was on X, I saw that on X yesterday and on Twitter, and that you would not believe the amount of people who were like, "That's fake. That was fake."
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, and it's from all the the long blue-haired hippie people who are like, "That's so fake." And
Oh my
really?
god.
Okay, well, how about we send you over there?
Mm-hmm.
And you go check it out and see if it's fake.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah.
Okay, I mentioned that little clipping that my mom sent me. That should be next. Yeah, so this guy, James Markowski, wrote from Dallas, should Israel unilaterally pause the war Hamas brutally started? In early 1944, what would Franklin Roosevelt and Winston Churchill have said to calls for a unilateral pause in World War II so that the world could deliver food, fuel, money, and other aid to Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan?
Right.
The question answers itself.
This is what's so absurd to me. Like all of this talk this week is just so I'm like, am I missing something? I don't understand. Like what kind of woke bullshit is all of this? I don't understand. Like we live in such a weird world, don't we?
So weird. Oh
It's
my
just
gosh.
bizarre. Like the questions that are being asked and the things that are being discussed, and we're in a time of war and people are talking about the weirdest stuff, asking the weirdest questions. I'm from a different time. I just don't understand it. I don't and that question. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. So I guess I'm from like a land before time. I don't I'm from a different generation, I guess, because I don't understand what we're talking about now. I just don't understand.
I know. The before times were so good.
The before times were so much different and better, and people understood how the world worked and how evil worked. Because evil exists. It's like these are the same people that think that, guns are the problem.
Mm-hmm.
They really are the same people. Because they think guns are the things that do the things. And it's not the people. The people are the problem. The evil is the problem. The evil's not going to go away.
And they also think silence is violence. And they also think words are triggering, but they have no problem going out and screaming from the river to the sea.
Right.
It's like, it's what?
It's weird. It's just a whole different world, y'all. And it's craziness. It's craziness.
Madness. Mad Cow Mark, thank you. Mad Cow Mark says, I would get the Grunt Style on the 8th day God created Australians t-shirt if they had my size. Oh no, I'm sorry that they don't have your size.
They don't have your size.
Maybe if there's a contact button, you could ask and see if they do special request sizes. I'm not sure what your size is or why they don't have it.
I'm pretty sure they have really good customer service.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Marcus Drake, thank you. He says, having been subjected to regular mortar attacks while deployed, I can tell you that there comes a point when you become immune to it and it just doesn't bother you. Wow.
I can't even imagine that.
I can't either. That's amazing. Thank you for your service. Wow. Wow. Okay. I have something delicious for everybody. Delicious. And it is Cenk Uygur himself getting schooled by a rabbi. It is a thing of beauty. Here we go. And
go.
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 So I've spent my life debating people. Whenever someone starts using personal names and screaming like a lunatic, they're losing the debate. Let me remain factual.
You're the one
First
who
of all,
made up things.
The Palestinians were offered a state in 1936 in the Peel Commission. They rejected it. They were offered a state in 1947, the UN Partition Plan. They rejected it. They were offered a state in 1967 after Israel conquered Judea and Samaria and the West Bank. They rejected it. They were offered a state in 2000, Yasser Arafat, Ehud Barak. They rejected it. They were offered a state with Ehud Olmert 2008. They rejected it. Israel unilaterally withdrew from Gaza in 2005, and they did not create a state. In fact, where were you, Cenk, when you say that you care about Palestinian children, when Hamas stole the highest rate of per capita international foreign aid, larger than the Marshall Plan, from Palestinian children, did not build schools for them, did not build hospitals, took all the money to buy bombs and to build a network of tunnels, which is larger than the New York subway system. Where were you then? Why did you only come up now? In fact, when Bashar al-Assad killed 600,000 children, Arab children, when he gassed them with mustard gas, my organization took out full-page New York Times ads to protect them from sarin gas. Where were you then? You don't care about Arab children. You are a Jew hater, defined as someone who only wants to lie and say that the Jews are genocidaires. And don't try to cancel me and say that I shouldn't be on. You're not a producer of this show. Because you are ignorant of the facts and ignorant of the history does not mean that you can cancel my voice.
God, I love that.
That was so fantastic in every way. He's like, you're a Jew hater. And he's like, you're a bigot.
You're a racist bigot.
You're a racist.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw out the racist card because that's all I have. Wow. My name is Chunk. I love that so much. That was fantastic. God, that
I
was
knew you guys would
beautiful.
love it.
It really was a thing of beauty. Such a thing of beauty. Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to really enjoy this too. This is I don't know if it's a TikTok thing or whatever. It runs a little long, but you do get completely wrapped up in it. This is like the Israel-Palestinian conflict and the conflict that Israel has with the world and the way it's treated by the world in game show form. Okay. So it's a guy doing a game show with himself. Here we go.
Dude, you want to play Mission Impossible Israel Edition? Yeah, sure. It's 1947, and the UN divided the land of Israel to a Jewish state and an Arab state. As a Jew, your mission is survive. That's it. Okay, let's draw the first card. War! Local Arabs attacking Jews all over the land, joined by the armies of Egypt, Syria, Iraq, and Jordan. Do you fight back or surrender? If I surrender, do I survive? No, then I fight back. Okay, let's draw another one. You lose a huge amount of your population, but miraculously manage to win. Are you willing to give back some of the territories you gained in exchange for peace? Of course, I just want to survive. Great, and now we have terror! Hundreds of Israelis killed by Arabs from the West Bank and Gaza. Do you wish to surrender, hunt the terrorists, or give the Palestinians autonomy so they can form a peaceful and independent society alongside Israel? Let's give them autonomy. Okay, you get more terror! Over 1,000 Israelis die in countless attacks all over Israel. Oh wow, I won't be able to survive like this. Let's fight the terrorists in the West Bank and withdraw from Gaza completely. I'll even give the Palestinians all the facilities we created over there. I'm sure they'll find a use for it. Interesting. The people of Gaza elected Hamas as their ruler and it swore to destroy Israel and kill all the Jews. They also dismantled the infrastructure you gave them and used it to build rockets which they fire towards you. How do you respond? Okay, let's talk to Egypt and together we'll form a tight border around Gaza to control what goes in and out. Okay, people are mad at you because you formed a blockade, but they'll kill me if I want. Well, then let's give Gaza electricity, fuel, supplies, and billions of dollars. Okay, you get even more terror. Hamas uses all the aid to develop terror infrastructure while the people of Gaza remain poor. This game is not that easy. Ooh, you waited too long and now Hamas crossed the border, killed 1,500 Israelis and kidnapped 240 all in one day. Okay, enough is enough. I enter Gaza to destroy Hamas. Let's see. Many of your soldiers die fighting in urban territory. You're having trouble because Hamas hides among civilians. Oh man, let's use the Air Force and target Hamas officials only. Hamas uses civilians as human shields. Do you wish to proceed? Look, I'll put tremendous efforts into targeting Hamas only with as few civilian casualties as possible. Let's see. Hamas builds military bases inside residential areas, schools, and hospitals. So unfortunately, civilians die. Okay, let me think. While you were thinking, 30 Israelis died. Wait a second. 50 Israelis more. Your people fear for their lives. Okay, I'll notify the people of Gaza before striking so they have time to evacuate. Hamas blocks the road so civilians can't leave. What do you want me to do? Now Hamas says that Israel is just the beginning and they want to take on all Western democracies. Okay, now I'm sure the world will understand if I keep fighting Hamas while trying as hard as I can to avoid collateral damage. Let's see. Most people accuse you of performing a genocide and demand you cease fire. Okay, happy to, but only if Hamas will surrender and return the hostages. They refused. You are now accused of ethnic cleansing and considered a war criminal. I'm starting to think I cannot win this game.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It just couldn't be more perfect.
And part of the problem is Americans.
Yeah. A big part of the problem.
Yeah.
You're absolutely positively
Yeah. And then
right.
you see again, you go to like X or something and like, this is Zionist propaganda. That's
what part of that do they refute is what I want to know. Like
they don't even know. They're just
they
like,
don't know.
Israel isn't real. It's not even real. I didn't learn about this at Harvard. It's not even a place. What is Israel?
Oh my gosh. You guys, I know we mentioned it yesterday, but everybody needs to mark their calendars if you haven't already, that there is going to be a free webinar hosted by our friend Zach Abraham from Bulwark Capital Management on Thursday, November 16th. I believe he said it was 3 Pacific time. And so whatever that math works out to be. That's like what, 6 Eastern?
What time is that for you? I think it's 5 Central, 6 Eastern.
Okay,
if I'm
that's
not
right.
mistaken. Yes.
On Thursday, November 16th. You can sign up for complete free for no charge. There is no cost. There is no price for this free webinar, but space does fill up. So you need to sign up immediately at knowyourriskradio.com. They also, in addition to the presentation that they do about how to do active management and risk management on your financial portfolio and get yourself ready for retirement, they also do a Q&A at the end. So if you have questions, bring them, because he's always so good about staying after and answering everybody's questions. Sign up at knowyourriskradio.com. Yesterday, we mentioned the stringers, which was a new word for us. Like it was Leah who was like, stringers, those people that like embedded with Hamas as journalists.
I cannot with this.
And I was like, this is a completely new term to me. But now I've got it. And so they were from CNN. They were from Reuters. They were from AP. They were from, I mean, all over the place. These people. It was so egregious. I want to show you some screenshots of what we saw on X yesterday. So one of those photographers from CNN on the left is like in the middle of all of the war, right? In the middle of all of the hullabaloo. On the right, same dude pictured getting a kiss from a Hamas leader.
My God. I'm just, oh my God.
Can you even?
It just is enough to make you sick.
It's unbelievable.
So CNN has blood on their hands.
Oh my gosh. Well, and Israel responded. And so their response, and it was a good one, was to say, where is it? Here. Israel Minister of National Security said photographers who joined Hamas during the massacre are terrorists.
Yes.
And will be dealt with as terrorists. And he's talking about all of them. CNN, AP, Reuters, New York Times photographers embedded with Hamas on the 7th of October.
Oh my God.
Unreal.
Disgusting.
And then CNN's statement, when they realized that their photographer had been caught, they're like, we're aware of the article and photo concerning Hassan Eslaya, a freelance photojournalist who's worked with a number of international and Israeli outlets. While we have not at this time found reason to doubt the journalistic accuracy of the work he has done for us.
Oh my God.
We have decided to suspend all ties with him.
Oh, you think? You should do that? I swear. I mean, it's like CNN, bye. Like, you know who wasn't there? Fox, Newsmax, you know? None of those people, they weren't there. So I don't want to hear another peep out of liberals who are just like, oh, all those news outlets are just crap. Really? At least we weren't there. Like our people.
Aiding and abetting, essentially.
Exactly. Aiding and abetting a massacre of Jews. You absolute lunatics. Like, I cannot with this.
It was Honest Reporting who broke the story. So it was their scoop. They said, what were AP, Reuters, CNN, and New York Times Gaza freelance photographers doing inside Israel on October 7th? Coincidence, or were they part of the plan? And Jonathan Conricus, the IDF spokesperson, said, in my years as IDF spokesperson dealing with international media in Gaza, I have felt that Gazan stringers for major Western outlets are at best controlled by Hamas, or more likely totally part of Hamas propaganda. So much of what the world knows about Gaza is based on these charlatans.
Can you imagine the stuff that they saw?
Oh my God.
The stuff,
and they were just
like, and they were just taking pictures and video. Can you imagine?
It's vile.
They just did that. They just watched it and they documented it. They stood by and watched the most horrific atrocities occur, and they documented it. Gross. I just beyond despicable and disgusting, and like it's unforgivable.
Yeah,
unforgivable.
And that weak ass statement from CNN. Are you kidding?
Oh my God.
I mean, we don't know if what he told us in the past was true or not, but we're going to go ahead and suspend him now. Thanks, CNN jerks.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. Bruce Wayne, thank you. He said Chicks 15 code did not apply to my t-shirt purchase, just so you know. Can you send an email to chicksontherightrule@gmail.com, chicksontherightrule@gmail.com, and we will follow up on that, because the code should apply.
Yeah,
so we need to make sure that you get credited for that. Please send us an email. If the code doesn't work, and this applies to anybody, if your code doesn't work, make sure to send us an email and we will get you taken care of, because that should definitely apply. Leanne, thank you. Leanne says 12 years ago, we eloped on 11/11/11 to Vegas. What a fun anniversary.
I love that.
That's so cool.
Vegas, baby.
Yeah, man. Curio23, thank you. Those blue girly haired people keep screaming that all the photos and videos from AI from Israel are AI from Israel, unable to believe Hamas are Richards. See what you did there with the Richards.
Yeah, and now what did they say about all these stringers?
Yeah,
they can't say that it's AI now.
Exactly. Especially since CNN did say, "Oh, okay, yeah, we're
sorry
going to go
about that." Yes,
Yeah,
sorry. We took care of that one person. Just disgusting.
Yeah. One more thing before we get to your two stories. It's a double daily dollop of Daisy delicacies today. But we have a couple more things to get to before that. The first I just thought was kind of funny, because Chairman Powell, you may have read yesterday that the Fed has decided they've got a hold at the moment on interest rates. They did not do another increase. And in fact, we're hoping that their next update at the end of December, also they stay firm, and that maybe rates start coming down mid next year are the economists' guess. But during his delivery of that information to whoever it is that he delivers it to in person, there were some protesters. I don't know if they were climate people or like ceasefire people. They were some of those psycho protesters, and he had himself a hot mic moment. So hang with this until the end and you'll hear what he says.
We expect growth to moderate in coming quarters. Of course.
By refusing to treat climate change like a systemic risk,
thank you.
You are putting us at
Thank you very much.
disaster.
Thank you very much.
Climate change will
Thank you.
God.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Yeah,
close the
exactly.
effing door.
He's all of us. Seriously, and all those people. Just close the effing door. All right, close it. Good Lord, these people are lunatics. Close them. Close all the doors.
All right, and then just the last video that we're going to show you today. My God, you guys, this is going to make your head explode, but it's also kind of fun to watch, because it's a cop who's pulled over a drunk driver, and the drunk driver happens to be one of the wokest of the woke in Wokestown. Like she ticks every single woke box.
This poor
and the
guy.
interaction, I know, this poor cop who handles it so beautifully. He's got a lot more patience than I do. This is just a treat to watch, even though it runs kind of long, because she just gets more and more ridiculous. with
What's going on?
Nothing.
Why are you driving in the wrong way of traffic?
No, I just got changed around. I just moved here like 2 months ago.
Okay.
I just got changed around.
Okay. Do you understand what's going on, though?
Yes.
You're going into oncoming traffic.
I know, and I just decided that it was better just to turn around really quick.
Okay.
But I'm sorry. I just have like really bad social anxiety and stuff.
I get you.
I don't want to step out whenever you're asking for
I can't already.
stuff.
Okay. Well, we're past that. Just go ahead and step out.
As an indigenous person.
Indigenous.
She's indigenous.
Come back here, please. Miss Perry? Am I?
Well, I'm non-binary, so.
Okay. What do you go by?
It's Kai.
How can I refer to you tonight? Kai? Okay. Hey, I'm smelling alcohol.
I know.
How much have you consumed tonight?
Like probably 3 drinks.
I need to run you through some tests right now. Stand facing me, please.
But I just want you to know that I also have very bad social anxiety.
You and me both. Okay. Any recent head trauma, traumatic brain injuries, anything I need to know about?
Mental, yes.
Focus on my finger, please.
I am. You're just like trying to intimidate me.
I don't know how I'm trying to do that. This is the test.
As you know, as an indigenous person, and there's a bunch of going around, I'm sorry, but it's just for me to be on my toes.
I get you.
Can you remember
What
that I told you
is
that
she talking?
I'm non-binary.
Yeah, I'll try my hardest. I'll refer to you as Kai, right?
Yes.
Perfect. I need to know if you have any injuries or anything that would prevent you from doing a standard walk or turn tonight.
Mental health.
Any physical injuries?
Mental, yeah. But no, I'm just
God,
saying.
these
Okay.
kids, man.
PTSD, depression, anxiety.
I get you.
What else you want?
Now with your right foot, place it in front of your left in a heel-to-toe touching manner with your arms by your side, just like this, ma'am.
Can you not call me ma'am, please?
I'm trying my hardest.
Okay, well.
Okay.
It means a lot to me.
I'm trying my
I don't
hardest.
feel like a man, so
Okay.
it's kind of triggering.
Right foot in front of your left. Nope, go back.
I'm sorry, but the whole man thing, just like.
I apologize. Let's see if we can move forward from it. You have 0 questions?
Triggering.
No, but I just want to tell you that I suffer from really bad anxiety, especially with generational trauma and PTSD around white
Being
people
indigenous.
and cops. Like,
I'm batshit. I'm just batshit crazy.
And drunk.
I'm going to speak with you right over here, okay?
no.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back.
Yeah, just
Don't, dude.
Don't make it hard.
Please.
Don't make it hard.
No,
You're going to get a
Why
resistance.
would she
Dude,
assume he's a dude?
You're going to get a
I
resistance.
don't.
Don't resist.
Uh-oh.
Don't.
Listen to me. Don't resist.
Don't. You're being
Come
a
here.
white man and
Come here.
don't. I followed all of your like you're being an indigenous person like you guys. You guys are scaring me.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yes, there is. It's called.
You're being a white man? What else is he supposed to be?
I mean,
Oh
is
my
there
God.
anything that she didn't cover, like in the
Nothing.
list of all of the things?
There was nothing. There's absolutely
God.
nothing. You're being a white man. That is my favorite. I'm going to
Oh
say
my
that to my
God.
husband today. I'm seriously going to do that. He's going to ask me for something. I'd be like, stop it. You're being a white man. Stop it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
God,
Yeah.
this
So Missy's like,
generation.
please tase her. Just please tase her on behalf
so
of all of
awesome.
us.
That would have been awesome if he did that. He would have lost his job, though. You guys know he would have lost his job.
Yeah.
Because he is, in fact, a white man.
Right. I mean, don't trigger her.
Scary.
She can't walk. She can't be expected to walk a straight
No.
line when she's been referred to with the wrong pronouns.
No. She's
God.
binary or something. I don't even know what that means.
All right. Ready for your story.
Okay,
Story number
first-
1.
First of all, story number 1. Hold on, I gotta find it now because I closed out my thing. Did you ever watch that Netflix series? What is it? Maya? What was the name of it?
Don't forget about Maya.
Don't Forget
or
About
Don't-
Maya
Something
or-
like that. That's probably
Yeah.
not exactly right.
It was basically about that girl who was kept as kind of like a prisoner in the hospital at Johns Hopkins. She why is it every time I do this and I go and I try to get it up, now it's gone. Okay, here it is. I got it. All right. So Maya Kowalski is her name. they ruled in favor of her family in a $220 million lawsuit. She's 17 years old. And they found basically that Johns Hopkins Hospital, they dismissed her debilitating condition and falsely claimed that her mom made it up. And her mom, Beata, who was just this dear woman, she committed suicide because of all the stuff that this hospital put her through. If you've not watched the Netflix documentary, I'm trying to find what's
Take Care of Maya.
Take Care of Maya is the name of it. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, you really should, because it's basically it kind of shows like how that entity, like government entities, can take control of things that they shouldn't take control of. It is enraging, but the good news is that this family won that lawsuit. Now her mother will never come back, but at least they found some justice in all of this.
And this has been years in the making. Years in the making.
She was itty bitty. She was like 6 or 7, something like that, 7, 8, when all this started happening. And they took this little girl for like 3 months. And the
nurses and the doctors were so awful and heartless.
Yeah. I mean, she really was sick, but they made it look like she had Munchausen by proxy, like that. They made it look like the mom was crazy, and she wasn't crazy. And she was a nurse and she knew what she was doing. And it just was the most awful story. And this happens a lot. This is not just a singular episode of this happening. Like, there were a lot of stories at the end of the documentary where people were saying this happened to me, but we didn't have the money to fight the hospital. And this is what they do. So I encourage you to watch that documentary if you have a chance. It was very eye-opening.
Especially because it has a happy ending. As happy as it can be when her mom's gone. But
it's a good ending. It's a good ending because they have gotten justice. And so that made me, I was just relieved to see that, because God bless this family. Anyways, so that was good news. And then the second thing was, I saw these pictures, you guys. This is a little town. It's a little town in Russia. It's called Kolyuchin Island, and it's in Russia. And they have this photographer went out to this island, and apparently these polar bears have like taken over these homes, these abandoned homes on this island. And so it's become like Polar Bear Island. And I just love this so much, because they're just like, what? We've taken over these homes.
This is our house now.
Yeah. And it's unbearably cute. See what I did there? It's just the cutest.
Unbearably.
And they just kind of look at this photographer like, what? You want to come in? You want a sandwich? Like, we're hanging out. They have taken over all the homes, and they just live there now.
I love this so much.
And I love this little island.
Look at the two of them sticking out their little window. God,
isn't that precious? That's all who lives on this island now, are these polar bears. And since, polar bears are kind of endangered, I just thought it was really sweet that they've taken over this island. But look at how sweet they are. Aren't they sweet?
I love them.
Mm-hmm. I love that too. So that is your like kind of good news, goodish news.
Those are both two good things. Yes.
I thought they were two good things. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there's even more good things, you guys, because in addition to the huge sale right now on MyPillow towels, which we've been telling you about all week, that you can get at mypillow.com/chicks with code chicks. I just checked their 80% off section at mypillow.com/chicks. The moccasins, mine are really dirty, so don't judge, but like the moccasins, $25. That's it right now for the moccasins.
Great
and
deal.
The schlubby sweatshirts, they still have them for $15.
Mm-hmm.
That is it.
It's a really great deal. Mm-hmm.
How are you not stocking up? How?
Really good. I have to just say that June Wirtz said that squatter bears cannot be evicted. It's true.
That's exactly.
You can't evict.
There should be a law. That's a law.
Mm-hmm. They're there forever.
It's true. So mypillow.com/chicks, use code chicks, and look, you'll just scroll down on that page a little bit, and you'll see like where it says like super clearance or 80% clearance or whatever, and get yourself some
good
stuff
stuff
and some other stuff for real. All right, it's time for some MyPillow talks. I used to like roller coasters just fine. Like I used to think this is fine. I will do them and I will not die and it'll be fine. They have gotten out of control. Roller coasters and rides at amusement parks are insane anymore.
I love them. I absolutely loved roller coasters until I had my spinal fusion, and now I can't get them. I can't get on them anymore. Yeah.
But like, would you go on this one?
No. That's a hard no.
What in the world?
Those are people. Those are people, you guys. Nope. Big absolute no. Just like,
oh my God.
Nope. God, that's just not even right. Who thought of that? What
I don't
maniac?
know.
What absolute maniac?
Oh my God.
What
Like,
absolute
no part of
maniac?
that looks fun.
Like,
No
somebody
part.
thought to themselves, that sounds like something that humans want to do. Why?
That's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. You guys remember yesterday when what was my name yesterday that you gave me? It was like total knockdown. I was having a meltdown because everything Microsoft was like completely borked for me yesterday. And I did get it sorted out. But a lot of it had to do with like passwords being set in one place versus other places. And it was just crazy. And this girl reminded me of it.
I just entered the same password I always use. That password is incorrect. It's not though. Just try it again. That password is incorrect and we don't know who you are. It is not that serious. Security is not a joke. Fine, reset my password then. We have sent the email connected to this account an access code. You have 16 seconds to open the email, click on the link, copy the code, and then change your password. 16 seconds? Why is there a countdown? Starting 3 seconds ago. Fine, okay, here's a new password. You cannot use a password that is your current password. You mean the password I just tried and you said it wasn't my password? You are exhibiting extremely suspicious activity. I'm definitely dealing with a robot here. Send over the test.
Identify every street sign.
Are you kidding me right now?
hate
Security
that.
is not
Oh my
a joke.
God.
How am I even supposed to answer this? Maybe if you weren't a robot, you could answer it.
And what letters do you see on the screen?
E and a K or wrong? You know what would prove that it already wasn't a robot?
all
Me
this.
knowing my password. Yeah, she failed the robot test. Go ahead and lock her out for the next 27 days. You are the only robot here.
I
I
totally
swear to God,
feel her pain.
those tests for password security are like harder than a GRE. I'm not even kidding. They're so hard.
For real.
I can't do 'em.
Elizabeth Boyer said that ride is computer generated and fake.
Everybody's saying that. Everything's fake now.
Everything's fake. Well, but still, somebody computer generated a ride like that ostensibly to create it in real life. And so, how do you think that these ideas get made?
None of it
starts
okay,
out with
you
like
guys.
None
of
it
it's
starts out with
okay.
an idea, and then it becomes a reality. And that I'm just telling you, I'm not ever going to ride that ride.
And if it's AI generated, that's also not okay.
Yeah.
You can't, I can't tell what's real anymore. I don't like this. Everybody stop with the AI crap. Stop it.
It's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse and worse and worse.
You guys, you know what's going to happen? One day you're going to wake up and there's going to be AI, Daisy and Mock, and you're not going to be able to tell the difference.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Only my hair will look better. And somebody's going to be like, wait, Daisy's hair looks a little better this morning. It's glossier. It's a little bit longer. Something's wrong. And then one of you is going to be able to tell. And that's the only reason you're going to be able to tell that we are AI generated. Seriously.
No, they won't be able to tell because they'll be like, oh, her healthy cells really kicked in. So they won't. They won't be able to tell.
This is why I don't like AI. Nothing is real anymore. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, it's scary.
Okay, I'm trying to think of the order because I want to leave everybody with the happiest thing before they head into the weekend. So I'm going to share something that is so mean, but like also kind of funny in a way, like just maybe a little bit funny, but also mostly just so mean with babies. So apparently, and you've seen these toys before, there's like this cactus that jiggles and it repeats. It's like an echo cactus.
Yes,
so like
yes,
if you make a
yes.
sound, it'll make the same sound. For whatever reason, that thing scares the bejesus out of babies. They are terrified of it. And somebody put together a huge montage of these poor, traumatized babies.
Oh my God, this is so not okay.
I mean, it's not okay, but I want to believe, and I've chosen to believe, that they get used to it and then they think it's their funniest, best toy ever. That's what I'm going with. That's what makes this okay to me. Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh my God.
My name is
Oh my God.
Oh, her face. Oh my God. She's so cute.
Oh my gosh. This is not okay. We are traumatizing these kids. Oh my God.
Oh my God. They're so afraid.
I want one of these kids to punch it in the face. I just want one to do it. Punch it. Come on. Come on, just one. Just one. I want to see one. Just punch it. Come on.
They're
No.
so mad.
Oh,
They're
God
so mad
bless
at
him.
this thing.
He's okay. That kid's a fighter. Okay, that last kid gave me hope, you guys. The last kid. The last kid was like, I'm not afraid of you. Okay, I feel like there's a little bit of hope there. That's okay.
I
Okay,
mean,
so
they're
Tom,
so
listen,
scared.
back to the AI thing. Tom said that the dead giveaway for me being AI generated would be that I would have ginormous boobs. And I think you're right, Tom.
That would be a pretty good giveaway.
Right, it would be a dead giveaway. Because honestly, if they're going to AI generate me, at least give me big boobs. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I will say for the people that are all upset about this video, about the montage, these toys are not harmful. Okay. Like they're in no way abusing the kids. This is not like a danger to them in any way. They're upset for it one time. And then again, my takeaway is that they probably get used to it and think it's great after a while.
And
I
they were
had a very similar toy for Jackson when he was itty bitty. There was like only mine was a crocodile. And it moved the exact same way as the cactus, but instead of repeating what you would say, you would turn it on and it would sing Elton John's Crocodile Rock. And it would shake and like move around.
And what about the Jack in the Box?
It startled him at first.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it became his favorite thing. So just don't get upset. This is not harming those kids in any way. That's long term, I promise.
We had the Jack in the Box. Remember, you would turn it, and it scared us like every single time. I mean, because you never knew when it was coming up, and that's maybe why we're a tougher generation.
Yeah,
we never did get used to it. It's just what we did. Yeah, but I mean, listen. There's also we never saw the after of what these kids got. I mean, like it could be that their parents went and they coddled them and picked them up, and I mean that's what I would have done. I would have picked all these kids up and been like, "Oh my God, you're okay. It's okay."
Yeah, and then you would have said, "Look, it's fine. It's just going to do the same thing you do, and it's fine."
We didn't see that. Yeah, so this is of course they're doing this for clicks. This is what people do. But I mean, still think
hilarious.
that last kid still gives me hope.
All right, I love that somebody creates apps for cats specifically, and that cats actually use the apps. This is amazing. One of the cats is much smarter than the other two, but the fact that they're also raptly paying attention to this game.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Isn't it the coolest? It's like a little mouse and they're like, I'm going to get it. And then it like explodes in a million pieces.
Wow. Oh my gosh. The other two are like, you do it, dude. You got this.
I think one of them chimes in towards the end, but like that first cat is just way smarter. Yeah. See, that cat did it.
Wow. That is remarkable.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, that is kind of fun.
I just think they're so cute that there's like apps for cats.
I did not know that this was even a thing.
But that cat in the middle, man, he has no idea.
Yeah, the white cat is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna hang back. It's kind of like a group project where there's always that one that doesn't do any work. He's that cat.
He's totally that cat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the last one to get you guys off to the best start of your weekend ever. Oh my gosh,
here we
this
go.
mama and her baby are gonna delight you with some Al Green, and it is just magnificent.
Come on. Yeah. Come on, Lucy. Give it to me right here. Sing it, baby. Say.
Oh my God.
I'm so in love with you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Come on in the camera.
Come on.
It's all right with me. Yeah. You make me feel. Yeah.
I love love him.
Give us right here. Say.
And she's amazing.
Yeah, since we've been together, ooh, loving you forever. Yeah,
I love him.
It's what I need. Yeah, let me, be the one you come running to.
She has a beautiful voice.
I know. She's amazing.
I'll never be untrue.
Oh my God, he's darling.
Baby, let's stay together. Loving you whether times are good, bad, happy, and sad. Hey.
Oh my God, I love him.
Get it. Say, ooh, yeah. Hey, come on. Sing it, baby.
He is just the most precious thing.
Isn't that the most precious?
It is just adorable. I love them. I love them so much. So precious. God just bless him. All right, so you guys will be singing that all day now. You're welcome.
Sometimes there's good earworms and bad earworms. That one's a good one.
That's a really good one. Mm-hmm. Always a good one. All right, we're bringing it in.
Bringing it in.
My daughter had no
doggo.
Well, my daughter had no school today, so both dogs are going to be here. So,
all right, we just need to get some flaps in for the weekend. That's all.
My God, get ready for things to be wrecked. Hold on.
And don't forget to stock up on your gruntstyle.com chicks15 discount. If you have any trouble, write chicks on the right rule at gmail.com. There's Cookies and Cream.
Cookies and Cream is here. I really want Astrid to come in to give some flaps.
Yeah.
But Psycho is here. Hey, Psycho, you want to say hello?
Oh, he's sweet but a psycho.
I need Astrid. Astrid, come here. Leave her alone. Oh, my God.
Oh,
it's
no.
constant. Come here, baby.
There she is.
See if you can get some flaps. Come here. Okay. She's not going to flap. He's attacking her.
She's being attacked. She's being assaulted right now.
She's being assaulted by Psycho. Oh, did you guys see it? She flapped.
Yeah.
She flapped. There was a flap.
All right, we got it.
There was a flap. You got a flap for the weekend. Yay!
Right. Yay.
Okay, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's the weekend. So excited. Everybody have a fantastic weekend, and we will talk to you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.